Let's get it!
Broadcasting to you from a little grass shack in the middle of the Pacific.
Live in the place to be.
Well, they're actually in the Bay Area.
Yeah,
but they are the premier Pacifica show that shines a spotlight on positive Pacific Islanders.
You listening to the sound.
Role models coming brown every Thursday night at 6.
East to west, we getting hurt.
Brought to you by Pacifica by Design. It's the iconic Faika podcast with your hosts, Naki and Carl.
What's up? What's up?
There you go.
Back again, I think. We should be okay. We're having a little technical difficulty this week, but here we are, ready to talk about the summer is in full swing. The heat is here. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Late getting to us, but it is hot now in Northern California. I mean, I don't know if the rest of the country had summer showing up late, but we did. But it's definitely here. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about, obviously, it is the PI summer events are in full swing.
Yeah.
And this is probably our biggest month, at least in the Bay Area. This is the biggest month for events, like the big ones. The big hitters are now. We're going to talk about that. We're actually getting some of the AMU crew in next week. We don't have them here this week. We're going to talk about there's a new show out. Jason Momoa has a new show out. So we'll be talking about that. And as always, our check-ins. Naki, what's good?
Oh, hello. Happy birthday this week is to my babies, Evie and Kea. My girls, it's their birthday. Happy birthday. Lots of stuff going on, like Alyssa Peely got picked up by the LA Sparks. I'm angry about that because, the Valkyrie.
Well, you're happy she got picked up. But.
Oh, man. I'm so happy that she got picked up. But I think her contract is for like 7 games just to, see, I guess. It's 7 games they signed her for. Hopefully they'll keep her. But if not, well, I'm hoping they keep her because she needs to play on a team. And Valkyries is kind of irritating me with not picking her up or making it. And maybe they did, but the Sparks made a better offer. But I'm going to need them to let us know what's going on. I'm just a little.
Usually those 12-day, 14-day, those short-term contracts is really to get a look and maybe to fill. I don't know if there's injuries on a roster. They're trying to fill a spot. But those usually aren't long-term. So hopefully she gets there and makes an impression and lands a more permanent spot.
Yeah. So we'll see. But it's a freaking 100 degrees where I live. And our summer's starting late because I was like, where have you been? June and July. And we're in August. And you're hitting me with 100 degrees, you mama.
So Naki moved not very far in terms of miles, but it's a lot different weather in Fairfield than Vallejo, huh?
Mm-hmm. A lot. Well, yeah, I'd say about 5.
Does it get the 105s
degrees.
and 100? Does it get that hot, over the hundreds in Vallejo? I don't remember getting.
I can't remember. I know 90s, maybe 80, 90s, and then of course Sacramento stays in the hundreds. Vacaville is always like 5-10 degrees hotter than Fairfield. So
yeah, y'all are by some water. The further you go on the eastern corridor, the hotter it gets.
Right. So I'm like, I'll take it. But where you been all summer? That means we are going to float into September and possibly October. Right. Yeah. Maybe even November. So
who knows, right? Crazy weather. Now, and did you see the like a 8.8 earthquake in Russia that caused tsunamis across the Pacific? And
tsunami warnings across the Pacific. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, not necessarily tsunamis, but tsunami warnings.
Yeah.
But then there was erupting volcanoes all along that Pacific rim. So I'm sure our families and loved ones out in the Pacific are kind of sitting there wondering, is there more to come or is that it? But an 8.8 is one of the biggest, I think it's top 10 biggest earthquakes ever recorded. So
Yeah,
that's
that's
big. Those were big
huge.
ones.
Yeah, that's huge. So I hope everyone is okay there. I hope not too many lives were lost, if any. So, crazy times we live in, crazy times.
Did you see on social media there were surfers out in Hawaii
Oh,
that were
crazy.
people out waiting for the tsunami. And I don't know that I think they were expecting
Uh-huh.
3 foot, 5 foot. Like it wasn't. They weren't expecting huge waves. But man, after seeing like in was it Indonesia in 2004 and seeing the things that tsunamis can do, it's a touchy subject. Especially, I mean, we're on the West Coast, but the
Mhm.
Pacific, you're on an island. Like that's a that's a big deal.
Big, major, major deal. So I haven't heard any bad news in the Pacific. I'm not really sure if anyone was affected by what the tsunami warnings. So I'm not sure.
I didn't
But
hear. I didn't hear
yeah,
things. Not to say it
which
didn't
I'm
happen, but I
happy
didn't
about. Yeah.
hear. Yeah, and that's kind
Um,
of our. I mean, both of our social media news feeds are
mhm.
Pacific Islander heavy. So I
Yeah.
would think that if there were things that that would might not hit everybody's news feeds, but definitely would have
Mhm.
hit ours. And one of the things that I'm really liking is the Pacific Islander island reggae music scene lost an icon a few weeks ago in Fiji,
Yeah,
uh,
Fiji.
and now I'm seeing like stories of songs we didn't know that he collaborated on. Just there's so many stories out there now, and there's a lot of music that I never saw that he sang. I saw a rendition of "What a Wonderful World." Never knew that he sang that,
Oh,
and
wow.
saw him. So that's one of the things that I love about social media is you start to see things that you've never seen before. So
Yeah.
love the videos about Fiji, a lot of songs and stuff that I've never heard, songs I didn't know that he sang,
Mhm.
covers obviously but of groups, but and the stories about his upbringing and those things continue to pour out across our social media feeds. A lot of the social media things that I see are like they show Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne and somebody else in heaven, talking. And every time I see it, I'm like, yeah, all the PIs are like, "Where's Fiji? Where's Fiji in that picture?" But
Right.
that's us, right? That's our community. That's what we're in tune with.
Yeah, I know that they have his funeral services set for Tuesday, the 12th, August 12th. And at the Vodafone Arena in Suva. That's where his funeral services will be. Of course, it's at an arena. I know people are, fans or friends and family are going to make it out there to Suva for his services. But it's such a big, huge loss to across the Pacific. It's such a huge loss. Like when I'm in my car, I find myself looking for Fiji. I've got
Mhm.
Spotify up, and I'm purposely pulling up Fiji songs to listen to the store, to work, or just to commute. Like we're singing songs, and just it's just crazy to listen to his songs, knowing that he's not here anymore. I think before we're like, oh, it's Fiji. We can listen to him anytime. He's still here. We can go watch him anywhere, and then it's so sad to come to the realization that he's no longer here.
That's a good example of appreciating what you got, right?
Mm,
So,
mhm,
and I'd liken it back to as a sports fan.
mhm,
Like, did I appreciate Michael Jordan when I was watching Michael Jordan? Or did I kind of take it for granted? Now I look back and I'm like, man, that was a
right.
once and ever kind
Yeah,
of person. And then there's been plenty of times with Fiji where we're like, oh yeah, he's playing. We'll catch him at Holo Holo or catch him
yeah,
at this, or catch him at that. So not taking anything for granted, but man, the love that's
yes,
showing out across the Pacific Islander community, and but what are my favorite videos um, of him are when there's entire stadiums singing his songs. When he's
yeah,
on stage and he's just not, he's the music's playing and he's just watching the crowd thousands of people, tens of thousands of people singing the entire song. Those are the videos that hit me the most. What are when you see
Yeah.
videos of Fiji, what are the ones that hit you the most?
I think that when the at the One Love tour in New Zealand, the whole it must, I don't know how many thousands of people were singing Chant of the Island, Chant of the
Mhm.
Islands,
Mhm.
and he was on stage. He started it, but the crowd sang the whole, practically half of the song. And whoever the camera person was just focused on the crowd, then would swing back to him, then the crowd. It was crazy amazing. That's one of my favorite videos of him performing,
Yeah.
was that One Love concert in New Zealand where everyone sang. Every concert that he performs, like, people are singing his song. He pauses and lets the crowd sing, like, every concert, because everyone knows his song. So,
And
yeah.
you're seeing that kind of touch hit the like Josh Chitofi, right? There are songs where he starts. So a lot of I think I don't know if that Fiji necessarily started it, but he definitely popularized it. Like people would see that as concerts of. It's almost like the crowd showing their love to the singer of
Mhm.
like, look, we know every word, we know every pause,
Right,
we know everybody, every
right,
emphasis. Yeah, those are all of those are the ones where I find myself because we're on a news feed, you're just
right,
scrolling, right?
right.
Those are the ones I find myself pausing on and going, "Okay, let me just soak this up,
Yeah,
watch it before I scroll up and keep moving."
I know. And then also what I've been seeing in my newsfeed is Jacob Fatu on The Breakfast Club in New York. He was on The Breakfast Club with his obligated beanie,
Ah,
just being himself. It was just it's been badass to watch him on all these shows and interviews, and just doing promotional videos. It was very nice to see him on The Breakfast Club. And The Breakfast Club, they're fans, so they're asking him questions. But Jacob has been really, like, been himself during these videos. So it's nice, these interviews. So it's nice to see him shining. Well deserved, well deserved. He deserves all the success and everything that's coming to him. But I
I
love
won
that he had his obligated beanie on.
I wonder what he feels like, knowing, because it wasn't that long ago, right, that
Mhm.
he was probably watching The Breakfast Club,
Right.
and would he ever think like, "Man, I'm gonna be a guest on that show, and they're gonna be
Yeah.
fanboying, or, like, they're gonna be, like,
Yeah.
geeking out on, like, 'Tell me about this, tell me about that.'" I wonder what it's like for him to be in those spaces in things in a way that he just a short period of time ago, he woulda looked at and been like, "Oh, that's a get that the Breakfast Club. Would I ever sit in that studio? Would I ever be doing an interview?"
He talks
Because
about that in several interviews, how his mind is blown with him being, getting interviewed. And also I seen this video where CM Punk was sitting it looked like he was about to get interviewed with somebody Owens, Mark Owens, I'm not really sure. But Jacob walked up to him and he was like, CM Punk says, "I love you, Jacob." And he's like, "I love you, Punk. Can I get a picture after?" Like, he's still, you know what I mean? Like, and he says that, "I'm still," the whole thing about this, which blows his mind, is he's still a fan of all these wrestlers that he happens to be in the ring with, or, doing promos with. And so I think that's why a lot of people connect to him, because he's so down to earth. What you
Right.
see is what you get. And then they were at San Diego Comic-Con. He
Oh,
was
yeah,
on
yeah.
Comic
Yep.
like, he was fanning out on Comic-Con, but he was also himself. He was, like, being honest, like, "I never thought I would be here." I was in prison. I was in jail. And then he said it was just, my kids. I do this for my kids. Of course, it's really nice to see. And I think that's why a lot of people connect with him, is because he's so real and he talks about, being a fan and this and this and that.
Yeah, I think that's exactly why people connect
Mhm.
with him because they're like, "Man, if I made it, I would still freak out when I see CM Punk. I would
Yeah,
still freak out when I see, I don't know, Batista or somebody that I
yeah,
saw growing up."
growing
There's a
up
lot
or
of
in the
people who are
movies.
like, "I would geek out too." So when he's saying that, I'm sure people are like, "Yeah, that would be the same. They would act the same." Like, say, the normal
Yeah.
person thinks
It's
that
it's so
makes sense.
refreshing. It's so
Yeah.
refreshing to see him on these programs, like, not in character, but just being himself, and I love to see it. I love it. I love it.
You know what I think about when I see specifically Jacob?
Mhm.
I think of back when we were young, the wrestlers had to stay in character all
Yeah.
the time,
All the
right?
time.
Like a
All the
baby
time.
face and a heel couldn't go out to eat dinner together because the people might see them together and then
Right.
wonder, does Sergeant Slaughter really hate Iron Sheik or does Hulk
Right.
Hogan like that? They didn't want any of that. So
Yeah.
just it's nice and a whole different level of
Mhm.
interest in that you get to see people actually be who they are,
Right.
right? Like
Right.
Iron Sheik talked about that about no, he's still a heel. Like even
Right.
way after he was out of wrestling, it was like he stuck to that, that
Mhm.
shtick. The old timers never had that. They could have been friends, but you got to
Right.
meet at your house or something, but you can't be seen out in public together or talking like the shtick isn't
Right.
real.
Right. Yeah. No, it's awesome to see the growth and to see him, like, what he deserves all of this. It's he deserves everything amazing that's happening to him and his family. So I love it.
What a
I,
story.
what a great story. A great story. I'm still on my protein kick and I did find this first I was like trying so I'm on this protein kick where I'm trying to hit 100 grams of protein every day just for my health. And I'm trying to get healthy and lose some weight. I'm trying. So I found this protein shake, core power or something like that. 42 grams of protein. And then I add my Javi protein shot, which is 10 grams, 52 grams of protein I had this morning for breakfast. How about that?
Nice. A good way to start off the day.
Oh my God,
Put a
I
big
love it.
dent in your protein numbers.
Yeah, thank you. So, and then after that, it's just a plus every day, everything I eat that has protein, 10 grams of protein, like if I have cottage cheese, I think it's 12 grams of protein. I'm already at, I don't know, 60, 70. So by 12, you know what I mean? So I'm like, before I was like, oh my God, I only have 40. But yeah,
It's good to see. I mean, first of all, you're not just trying, you are
yeah,
losing weight, but it's good to see that there's more awareness to that. I saw an
yeah.
interview with um, Jalen Warren, the Samoan kid that plays
Oh,
running back for
yeah.
the Steelers, and
Uh,
um, he was saying, what was he saying? He goes, "Yeah, but um, we're known." He said, "We're known as the Polynesians. We're known for
mhm.
eating ourselves out of the league."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then he said, "What did he say?" He said something about, "Yeah, I used to be like a garbage disposal." He goes, "But I'm a running back. I can't be with
yeah.
it. Like I've got to eat." He has to
Healthy.
stay healthy and in shape.
Yeah,
So it's good to see. I was happy to see that interview from you know, a health perspective of
right.
young kids looking at uh, a Polynesian player in the NFL talking about like, I'm not going to eat myself out of the league. I'm going to stay in
Yeah.
shape.
And I feel like more Pacific Islander athletes are eating healthy because they know they'll last longer. And I don't see too many like really big 6'5", 300, unless I'm missing it. Unless I'm missing it. But lately I've been seeing like, six whatever, and they look fit and they must be training, of course, and eating better because you have to last in this league, right? You
Yeah.
want to be able to continue to play as long as you can, for not only you, but your family. So
Well, I
I love
think
that.
you're seeing more Polynesian players, in the skill positions,
Yes.
right? Like
Yes.
30 years ago,
Yeah.
like I don't
They
know,
were
Jack
all linemen
Thompson,
on the D line.
maybe,
Yeah.
you know, Mosi Tupu, like there was a handful that were
Mhm.
in the skill positions.
Yeah.
Most of them offensive line, defensive line, and then the linebackers started coming, Junior Seau,
Right.
and so Junior Seau to me was the player who opened the eyes of a lot of the Polynesians of like, hey, it doesn't have to be D line or O line,
Right.
right?
Well,
And
Troy
then now you got
Polamalu too.
Troy Polamalu, then that's another one that goes, oh, not just linebacker, like safety. And then
Right.
Tua Tagovailoa, top
Right.
5 pick in the NFL draft. Like now
Mhm.
there's Polynesian quarterbacks, there's Polynesian receivers, and there always could have been, right? I just think that
Right.
a lot of because the ones that came in the league first um, were big,
Yeah.
right? Um, and so I think that a lot of people just figured, and not just I'm not talking about just the Polynesian community. I'm talking about like college coaches, right? Polynesians, well, that's a D line or O line position for a
Mhm.
Polynesian, and then
Right.
now they're everybody. I don't know that. So the one position I don't know there probably is cornerback. I don't know that if I've seen um, Pacific Islander DB. I'm sure there are. I just haven't heard of it, but
Mhm.
they're every like now the position's wide open, like running back, quarterback, linebacker, safety. Um, it's all wide open. So just good to see. And it's good to see Jalen Warren talking about I'm not going to eat myself out of the league.
Yeah. Let's see. One prominent Cameron Bryan, safety from Minnesota Vikings. Oh, he's Filipino and Black heritage. They're Pacific Islander kind.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I think as time is going, we start to educate ourselves on health. You know what I mean? Like we're naturally the big PIs. They're naturally strong. They're naturally, able to be on the D line. But now we are starting to realize, okay, in order for me to last on this, I've got to eat better, work out, do all what's good for me. So
Yeah.
I love that.
That that's and I didn't know. I'd never heard that term, right?
Right.
Like eat myself out of the league, but he said he goes, I used to be a garbage disposal or dumpster, something where
Mhm.
he said just
Mhm.
eating everything, but he's like, I'm a running back. I can't be with
Yeah.
that. Like I gotta eat right.
Yeah, I love it. I'm glad
So
we're
good for
starting
you
to.
for focusing on your protein
Yeah.
intake and losing the weight
Yeah.
that you're doing.
Yeah. I'm trying. But Mo and I did take a peek at Chief of War. I think I still have to watch the second episode. And I went in not knowing anything other than Jason Momoa is the Chief of War. He's not King Kamehameha. He's not, I mean, he is the main character, obviously. But it's all in language. It's all in the Hawaiian language. And, you've gotta read. Like, I was like, "Oh, man, I gotta read."
It's a whole movie with subtitles. But so
Subtitles, but it's so
you and I were talking
good.
about that and chatting back and forth was
Mhm,
you can't yeah, and it doesn't matter whether it's Pacific Islander culture or whether it's Native American culture or whether whatever it is. If you're
mhm.
coming with a film or a series that has culture in it, you better come correct. Like
Right.
you better have the consultants, and they do. They have the
They
consultants of
do.
dress and dance and language. Like they did a good job with keeping the consultants in the planning of it. But
Yeah.
to hear that, I didn't know that it was all in all language. When you said that, I was kind of
All
thinking, oh
language.
yeah, you don't come half stepping because people
Yeah.
are going to come for you if you do it wrong.
It's so awesome. I thought, "Oh, okay." And then it started, and then it just was really good. It was really good for me. I'm learning because I thought it was just King Kamehameha. I didn't know each island had their own king, and that one of the kings is really evil. But, I did I because I don't know any history other than their land was stolen from them, right? That
Right.
basically. I mean, I know the general, basic information, but to who knew? I didn't know that every island had their own king, which is amazing for me to learn. I'm learning, I'm watching, and the cast is all Pacific Islanders, which I love. Um, Cliff Curtis is in there, of course. He
The
hasn't showed up
OG.
yet, but he's in there. Um, Tamura Morrison, Once Were Warriors, the dad,
Hmm.
Aquaman's dad is in there. He's the evil king. And then also I seen that Jason Momoa, one of the extras, is his dad. So that was kind of cool to see. Haven't seen, I don't know which one he is, but it was very cool to see and to be proud of this film that is in language in Hawaiian. And so I'm learning a lot. I enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. You don't have to be Pacific Islander to enjoy this film, I
Good story.
feel.
It's a good
It's a
story.
good
Yeah.
story. It's a good story. So, okay, Jason, go ahead.
And it's true. Well, there
Yeah.
a lot of it is based on true events.
Yes,
So, and
based
it's
on
good.
true events.
It's good for the whole transition into colonialism,
Mhm.
and then the history of King Kamehameha.
Yeah. It it
Living
it
when I
it
lived in Hawaii, that's the only reason I knew, right?
yeah.
Was when I got there, people were talking about, yeah, King Kamehameha was the first one to unite the islands. And I was like,
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
but it's the same thing. But to hear the story, right? And then it
Yes.
makes me think, will there be a similar series about Malaya Toa or, Samoa? Are there going to
Mm,
be more of these types of things? And I think that,
yeah.
from that perspective, it's a popular series. It's already hit big on the ratings, right?
Mhm.
So maybe we see more for
And
Micronesia, Melanesia, Polynesia.
yes, and I don't know if Jason Momoa spoke Hawaiian before he got this part, or whoever had taught him, the to enunciate and to I don't I don't
Hit all
know,
the
but
vowels.
hit all the vowels. Like, he did a really good job. Like, you can't tell. Like, sometimes when I speak Samoan, I sound like a white girl, you know what I mean? Like, he sounds really like he just got off the boat. So, whoever did his coaching with speed did a great job.
Well,
Did a
and
great
then
job.
shout out to the actors and actresses that made the commitment to do it so
To
they don't
learn
sound
it.
silly,
Yes,
right? So
yes.
the coaches are there, but they had to want to do it, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure
The
that was a piece of
phonetics
like
and oh,
there's a
it's a good
part to be the part, like to have the part. If
mhm.
you don't, well, yeah, I would imagine most of them probably didn't speak Hawaiian to the point that they're speaking it in the film.
Right,
Good
right.
job to them. Good job to the
Yes,
film, for
yes.
probably having the language coaches and all those things that put together a good show. I can't wait. I don't have Apple TV Plus or whatever, but I'm gonna watch it when I can.
Yeah, I got the ghetto box, so I better I have the ghetto box, so I get everything, and so, it's a good series. I really think you are going to enjoy it because you know a lot of history about, Hawaii, so I think you will enjoy
Yeah.
it.
So I
I
was
think you
like,
will
"Who
enjoy it.
did they do the Battle of Niihau or Nuuanu?" Because the King Kamehameha took his lumps in certain parts during those wars,
Yeah, I
and
don't
so
think
I
they
was
got
like,
there yet.
I
I don't
wonder
think they got
how they're going to do that, but yeah. And I was talking to Nicole about that, and she was like, "What?" I'm all Niihau, Kaho'olawe, um, and there was islands that weren't necessarily beaten in battle. Like it was more a negotiation thing that they ended up coming in for. But she was like Niihau, and Kaho'olawe, and she goes, I didn't even know. Like some of these islands, I never
right,
even heard of.
right.
Um, and this is a good thing about these series. Like it can open some people's eyes,
Yeah.
learn some Hawaiian history.
Yes.
Um, yeah,
It's awesome.
now I want to
It's
see.
awesome.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to see
I
that.
really I 100% know that you would enjoy this series just because I know you know the history, you speak fondly of Hawaii, so it's awesome. It's just I didn't think I'm like, "I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it. How awful is that?" And then I'm like 5 minutes in, I was like, "Holy shit, I didn't what?" So
Who thought that I'd be watching a show with subtitles and be
yeah.
totally engrossed in it?
I mean, and for the women that are going to watch, I mean, Jason Momoa's butt is all over the place, so that's a plus. That's a plus, let me just tell you. And it's so funny because it's just his butt that's running back and forth. Like, everybody's in the same outfit, but others have, like, something's covering their butt, or you know what I mean? Or, the I don't know, the thing that they have wrapped around them goes all the way down to their butt. Not him. Not
So there
him.
you have
So,
it.
there you
Naki's
go.
booty rating for
That's a
the
10
Chief of
out of
War.
10. They're right there. That alone, ladies, that alone is worth going to see Chief of War. But besides that, besides that,
For all the guys.
it's
How nice.
a good
Man
story.
booty all over the place. But it's I can't wait to hear this, to watch the story.
Yeah, yeah, and Jason Momoa, he co-wrote and produced the series. It's a series. The first 2 are out, and then a new episode comes out every Friday. There you go. How about that?
So after all the series is all over, you can go on vacation, leave me and Sunga there, and then I will
Yeah.
take care of binging that and dog watch for you.
Yeah. Also in the news this week, I don't know if you know Big Body Cisco. Well, Western
He's doing
Conference.
things.
Yeah.
He's doing things.
Island Vibes is every Thursday, at the Palms. Doors
the
open at
Palms.
9. Take reservations. They take reservations or just show up. But he's doing huge things in Las Vegas. Let me just show you this. He has a barber shop called The Shack, and they're looking for barbers, by the way. So if you are a barber in Vegas or looking to move to Vegas, hit up Big Body Cisco. Click the link in his bio and apply to be a barbershop. It's a
Man,
barbershop.
there is a grip of chairs in that thing. Like, that thing is
Look at
gigantic.
that. It's amazing. He's going to create content there. He's going to do his podcast from there. Can you imagine the conversations that are going to be happening at the Shack? You want to be there. You want to be part of that. The grand opening is coming soon. Look for us and go to his page and follow for when he announces the grand opening to the Shack. They're looking for barbers. So go ahead and hit up Cisco or click the link in his bio for more information. So I am looking forward to that. He is like he's always been doing great things, but he's like moving.
Right.
He's always pushing, doing this,
And
doing that, doing this, doing that.
Complete hustle the whole time. He has been putting in the work. And to see him continually win,
Yeah.
like there's things where you're like, oh, I'm not sure. You see he's starting to string some wins together,
Right.
big ones. This
Right.
is one of them, and he's got other things coming. So big shout out to Big Body Radio, to Cisco, and I'm sure that's going to be something. It's going to be something.
Yes, it's going to be huge. And if you're in Vegas, please, after they have their grand opening, stop at the Shack, get a haircut, talk to some folks there. I just can't imagine the conversations that will happen there. I'm excited to see what's going to happen there.
Big deal. That's a big deal.
Huge. So congratulations to Cisco for that. Love you. I think that's happening soon, but we definitely will keep you posted on all the information. We'll let you know when the grand opening is. People in Vegas, you need to get there and support. Community announcements.
It's that time.
Yeah.
It is that time. All right. So where are we at? We're at Dominguez Samoan Congressional Christian Church. Faika S9 presents Punia Lava'a's USA Tour 2025. Don't miss your chance to catch them at a city near you. Check out their flyer and their information. A lot of cities, a lot of chances to catch them. Limited tickets per venue. Go ahead.
They'll be in Seattle this weekend. So Seattle, go get your tickets.
Seattle's next. And just go find the city near you. Limited tickets per venue. Proceeds are going to benefit the building fund for the Dominguez Samoan Church. You can scan the QR code for more information. Again, a lot of cities on that tour.
Awesome. Awesome. Samoan Solutions invites you to the last Nisha Night Market of the season on August 15th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Save the date and come on over to Le Maota in Burlingame, California. Pacifica merchandise, Pacifica food vendors. It's free 99. You just have to show up and, like they always say, keep your money brown and follow Samoan Solutions for more information.
Last one of the year. Don't miss out. Polyfest 2025 tickets are on sale now. The ultimate celebration of Polynesian culture is back and bigger than ever. This year, it's going to be in the Renton Memorial Stadium main parking lot on August 16th. Again, like we said, August is the month. This is when it's all happening. You can expect amazing live performances, delicious island foods. Of course, the cultural vendors are there and family fun. Grab your tickets now at thepolyfest.com before they sell out, because you know they're going to sell out.
Right. All right. Central Valley Pacific Islander Alliance presents Young Adult Internships. They're looking for 5 motivated Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander young adults ages 18 to 25 to join as paid interns. Paid people, paid. Gain hands-on experience, build leadership and professional skills, and uplift your community, all with a flexible schedule. You can also apply to be a cultural coordinator intern with at Note Here Hero to Hero. Yeah. Note Hero to Hero. Yeah.
I'm glad
Follow
you got
them.
that one.
Yeah. Follow them on Instagram for more information.
All right. So, All My Usos 10th annual Family Day Barbecue, that's a decade, happens August 16th. It's a special event dedicated to celebrating community and honoring the memory of their late founder, JT Mauia. Free health screenings, live performances, music, food, raffles, family games, haircuts, resources, and so much more. Bring the family and your friends for a day of fun, connection. Let's make new memories together. We are going to have members of AMU on the show next week, and we're going to get that question answered. Is Soma going to do the worm this year? We'll find out.
We're going to break the news. Every year we break the news that Soma is going to do the worm.
Yeah. We started, Naki started that.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. So the story is that was he late to come on the show or something? I don't remember. I don't know how he got volunteered for that, but it's a thing now.
Yeah, it's a thing now. Every year we tell you that Soma is going to do the worm, and one year he will. He just might do it for the 10-year anniversary.
Yes, that might be the unveiling of the actual Soma worm.
Yes. And we'll be there too. So look for our big bright yellow tent. Here you go. Pacific Islander Community Association. PICOA presents Matua Ole Moana Elders Fair. Matua Ole Moana means Elders of Oceania. Come celebrate elders on August 21st with Pacifica food, dancing, games, and activities in Kent, Washington at the Trinity Community Church on Keith Road. Follow PICOA on social media for all the great information.
Shout out to PICOA. They've been doing great things for years now.
Yes.
They've been on the scene doing it. Rhythmic Catalyst presents Josh Totofi on September 4th at the Center for the Performing Arts in San Jose. Special guests Kenya and everyone's favorite tag team, MC's Western Conference. We'll be there. Get your tickets now at joshtotofimusic.com.
Awesome. That's gonna sell out soon. Sell out soon. All right. Starting September 4th, All My Usos will host monthly Talanoanga sessions on the first Thursday of each month. Talanoanga means conversation, and these sessions offer a free space to break silence, openly discuss struggles, and begin healing. Rooted in Pacific Islander values, AMU recognizes that while strength is honored, it's also okay not to be okay. Healing looks different for everyone, and at all my Usos, every emotion is valid in this judgment-free zone. These sessions are free, open to all ages, and includes dinner. No commitment required, just your presence. Space is limited, so register today through the link in their bio.
And we can't say enough, Mackie and I can't say enough about how powerful open and honest judgment-free zones are. We participated in one for a couple of years at SCDC, and it was life-changing. I will say that it was
Yes.
life-changing. The relationships that we built in
Are
those spaces,
forever.
forever relationships,
Yeah.
the memories, the healing that we had through speaking. So the Talanoa is a great space,
Yes.
and it's, you never know how valuable that will be.
Right.
Go find out. It's a good place
Go
to be.
find out. Register by clicking the link.
Oh, yes, register. So that, again, that's all my Usos doing multiple things. That's 1 month after the next. August and September, big things coming from the great people at Amu. 2025 for $25 PBD campaign still going on. We will be doing this through the rest of the year. Please feel free to scan the QR code to donate. Thank you to everyone who has donated this far. We always appreciate everyone's contribution.
Awesome. And then we have just tons of events that we'll be sharing every week. So continue to stay tuned, share. And if you have an event that you'd like us to share on FICA, please email me or click the link else in our bio and we will get your information. How about that?
Wow.
That? So what else?
What else do we got?
The Giants, they beat the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah.
They had a Mets. Okay, so this is what pisses me off about the Giants. Hello? Hello? Is your mama home? The Giants, they always lead. Like the New York Mets, they just had a series with the Mets. They are up, I don't know, 2-1, 3-1, and then by I want to say the 7th inning, whoever their closer is fucks it up because then New York was coming back every time in the 7th or 8th inning. And I think the last game of the series, they lost 12-4 or something like that. So I'm taking a break for the rest of the week from watching the Giants. I love the Giants, don't get me wrong, but they're on some kick where they're leading, and then by the 7th or 8th inning, they fuck it up.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating to have the lead, see them winning the whole game, and then see some dude come in and it's like throwing gas on a fire. Like it's just bad, and then bigger fire.
Right.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of a I don't want to call it a slump because it's not like they've lost 10 out of 12 or something, but they've slipped back in the standings. I think they're in third now. Padres are in second, but yeah, it's frustrating to watch your team get into the 6th, 7th inning and have people come in and blow the lead. So
yeah,
it's a rough time, but it's a long season.
I couldn't watch. I'm like, I get so excited. Okay, they're in third place. Of course, they're behind the Dodgers and San Diego. So I think has been our rhythm all year, all season. So
yeah, really the mark for me is I don't know that they catch the Dodgers, right?
Yeah.
But they definitely they don't need to be in third place, that's for sure.
They're behind the Dodgers 8 games. So I don't know what to say.
8 games?
8 games. Yes, 8 games. So it is what it is. Though the head coach or the manager, he's super cute. Let me just throw that out there, ladies. If you're
talking about butts and cute guys, and like, what happened to this show?
saying, ladies, let's go to a Giants game. So there you go. That has been my week. I'm like woosah the last half of the week. It was very stressful at the beginning, but I'm back. I'm back to semi-normal. I'm excited. My grandbabies went to Disneyland this week, and so their parents have been sharing pictures with us. So cute, so cute.
Oh,
I wish I would have went. I wish I would have went. So we are looking forward to our happy occasion that's happening in October. And I get to eat in October. I get to eat in October, but we're looking forward to 5-5 getting hitched. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. That's the main reason why I'm trying on this protein kick.
the
And
wedding's gonna be
then it's going to
definitely.
be fun. It's definitely going to be fun. And then my mom is turning 80 in November. So we're going on a cruise. So that'll be fun too. Busy end of the year, like in the fall and winter, we are busy. And we're hoping to go to Samoa for Mo's family reunion in December. So,
Big end
I
to the year.
I speak it into the universe, and then it'll happen. Because you don't know, when Carl and I say shit out into the universe, it freaking happens. It
Crazy
freaking
things happen.
crazy shit happens. Not exactly the way that we think it should. Like, let me give you an example. I said, "Oh my God, I'm so tired of working. I don't want to work for a while."
And I told her, well, then say it out and believe in it,
Yeah.
and it'll come true.
Yeah.
And did it
And
come true?
then it did come true. We got into a car accident. We got into a car accident, totaled the car. I got bruised ribs. You and I are fucked up all over the place. I find out I have cancer, and then I'm off of work for like the rest of the year, right? Like, we got into a car accident January, and I didn't go back to work until like November. And so
Barely before Christmas did you
barely before
finally go back.
Christmas, I go back. And that's not necessarily what I meant when I said I wanted to be off of work for a little bit. So we have to be specific when we ask for things, because God hears you. You think he's not
Here's
listening, but he
Mhm.
hears you. He hears
And
you.
I don't want to make the commute anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Then
pandemic happens. I go, "Oh, I'm tired of driving to work every day. It's so much." Big ass pandemic happens. I work remote from home. Like, that's not
and she said,
necessarily what I meant.
I
Yeah.
said, so we talked about it of the
Mm,
let's speak it into there. So we were specific, right? Of like, look, we don't want to get in another
yeah,
car wreck
right,
because our spouses aren't going to let us play together if we keep
right.
getting
We
into
can't hang
trips to
out.
the ER, right?
Right, right.
So we were like, none of that, but we don't, and don't lose the job. We don't want to
Yeah.
lose the
We don't
job,
wanna lose a
right?
job.
Just don't. We want to work from home. This was the thing for Naki, right? What happens? COVID
Pat
comes, and she
COVID
gets exactly
happened.
what she asked for.
I worked from home for, like, how long did I work from home? Was it a year or 2
It
that I
was
worked
like
from home?
almost 2 years,
It
yeah.
was like 2 years. That's not necessarily what I meant. I appreciate it. So when I speak shit out into the universe, I have to be very specific. Like, I I need money, lots of money, so that I can pay for the trip for me and my family to go to Savai for Mo's family reunion, so we can have fun, come back home, and still have our jobs.
With no injuries, no
No
pandemic,
injuries, no
no,
major anything,
cancer
no
diagnosis, no
nothing. Like, I wanna go free. Like, I wanna go no drama, no nothing. So there you go. So, yeah, that's it.
That's pretty specific.
Go
Pretty
Giants.
good.
I'm just
Go
a go
Giants,
Giants.
the mighty, mighty black and orange.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Thank you for the weather, that 100-degree weather, that I'll be out trying to get a tan. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yes. Tomorrow is Friday, and so I'll be out getting a tan. So there you
On
go.
Friday, tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. So that is us, right?
That's
Did you
it.
have
That's
anything you wanna kick out?
No, I think we did
Yeah,
a good job of covering a lot of the things. Looking
yeah.
forward to
Looking
Amu's
yes,
10-year anniversary
yeah,
barbecue. 10 years in the community organization world
Right.
is
Right.
those are dog years. That's like
Yeah.
75 years old.
It's so
So
stressful if
we're
you're a
blessed to be a
nonprofit.
part of it and
And
be
look
in
for
the middle
us.
of it. Look for our
Yes.
big obnoxious color tent. We are not just
You
the
can't
plain
miss
white
us.
tent. We're not.
It looks
You'll
just like
see us
this. It looks just like this. It's this
just
annoying of
like
a
the ticker.
color. It's just like the microphone. It's
When
annoying,
we
but
got
just
it, we were thinking, well, we could be in these big events. I don't want to have to look for our tent. So let's just get something that we'll know right away. Hey, we're right over there. I can see us from the far side of the Presidio. I was
yeah,
out of the Presidio last year. I was
yeah.
like, there we are.
Yeah, come to the Alma barbecue. Enjoy the free resources. Enjoy the free lunch while supplies last. Enjoy that you have to register to get free backpack and school supplies. You have to register while supplies last. Everything is while supplies last. You will see us there. Come say hello. Come say hello. Let's take a picture. Let's create content. Let's talk shit. Let's do it. Let's do it. We will see you
Uh,
there.
no buts.
No
We
buts.
don't, we don't
No
need
buts.
any Jason Momoa outfits at the Amu barbecue.
Yeah, please. Please. Someone will be doing the worm. Well, maybe we'll get him to get in one of those the Jason Momoa outfit and have him do the worm. We'll have him do the worm, but yes, we look forward to seeing you
We
all at
will
the
be
Alma Barbecue.
breaking the news
We will
next week about the worm.
video and I will play it the following week when he does it. I'll play it the following week. We will see you there August 19th. Don't miss next week. We have the Amu crew on to talk about what you are going to see when you show up at the 10th anniversary of the Family Day Barbecue. So we are here every Thursday at 6 p.m. Please come back to FICA with us.